Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharpe's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharpe. The 49 Laws of Sharpe is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharpe will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharpe will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge, supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, How to Master the Game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharpe's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the cheat code, Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womanese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of men the world over. So many men have avoided disaster because of the preciseness and sheer volume of material in this course, which contains over 600 translations. How cool would it be to be able to see through a woman's BS and act accordingly right then and there, rather than getting blindsided when it's too late? What would it be like to have the ability to read a woman like a book based only on what she says? These abilities will be at your disposal with Womanese. Women won't be able to lie to you, cheat on you, deceive you, or take advantage of you. The time and money you'll save pays for the course almost immediately. Womanese is available in video, audio, ebook, and paperback format and can be purchased one volume at a time or all at once. Men in his community often state that the best investment a man can make is in himself. Donovan's extensive educational materials will take your life to the next level. And the only place you can get this life-changing knowledge is tsracademy.com. Link in description.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, un, deux, trois. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, fellas. Appreciate it.
Femininity.
A grenade.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 954th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. It is Tuesday, May 9th of 2023. It is good to have you guys in this afternoon. I'm on a little early today because, of course, Tuesday nights are bowling nights here at the Sharpe family compound, and we take bowling very seriously here. However, tonight is the last night of the season. Tonight is the last night of the season, so I'm going to be doing TSR Live, going back to 5 days a week. I actually thought about joining a couple of bowling leagues because I only bowl once a week, and I think my average is 182, 183. So I imagine if I bowl more than one night a week, I can probably get that up to the 185, maybe even 190. 185 was my goal average for this season. I think I'm 3 pins shy of a 185 average. I think I'm at either 182 or 183. A 182, 183, somewhere around there. 185 is definitely on the horizon. But at any rate, whatever the case may be, now that the bowling season has come to an end, I can now focus on, especially on Tuesdays, coming on and doing these lives. So shout out to Luke Red Pill Perry with the $5 super chat. Says, I'm ready for this. After hearing Old Face Duke Jackson put in his 5 cents, Old Face trying to take credit for Donovan's success. Jesus Christ. Dude, O'Shea's been trying to take credit for my success forever. See, here's what O'Shea. The reason why O'Shea is trying to take credit for my success, and by the way, O'Shea, fuck you. You have nothing. As a matter of fact, O'Shea actually hindered my success. Me fucking with Nigatube, the Black Manosphere, that actually stunted my growth. that actually stunted my growth. I should never have written articles for O'Shea. I should never have gone over to that bullshit ass niggified community. Should have stayed the fuck away from it. Trust me, I'll never go back there again. Not that they're going to miss me, because they never wanted me in the first place. But O'Shea wants to take credit for my success because he knows I put Kevin Samuels on, I put Myron Gaines on, and I put Just Pearly Things on. Those are 3 1 million subscriber channels that came through me. I'm not going to sit here and take full credit. Obviously, Myron, Kevin, and Pearl would have gotten to where they are with or without me. Let's just be clear. Clearly, they know what they're doing. All credit to them. But we all have to get our start somewhere, right? And so I'm happy to have been at least a small part in the beginning of their rise to success, right? So yeah, I'll give myself some kudos. I'll give myself some kudos for seeing those gems before they shine. To see those gems before they shine. But O'Shea is trying to sort of be a proxy, a kingmaker by proxy. O'Shea, you're trash. You're garbage. You're trash. You're fucking garbage, dude. You don't put anybody on, bruh. You exploit people. And just like Pearl said in her video about you on you that I broke down yesterday, you don't employ black people, man. You talk all this shit about how you care about you don't care about the black community. You've been talking about doing a Black 21 convention for 21 years. Still ain't done it. And nigga, you ain't in medical school. You never were and never will be. Like, fuck out of here with this stuff. You fuck Ugandan prostitute. You fuck Ugandan prostitutes, and you talk shit about the very same black people you purport to support. Nigga, you don't have nothing to do with my success, bruh. Nothing to do with my success. Matter of fact, honestly, man, if I hadn't fucked with your punk ass for so long, I might be at 500,000 subscribers. Be honest with you. Fuck out of here, man. O'Shea is he's a garbage fucking human. And if I ever see him, I swear to God, dude, I will beat O'Shea uglier than he already is. And I would have to do it in Poland. O'Shea won't put on the gloves. He won't do it. Smack on sight. Virtually speaking. O'Shea's the type of dude who talks as though he will never see someone in person. It is what it is. I'm not going to make fun of the fact that O'Shea is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to make fun of that because he didn't have control over that, right? The nigga was born ugly. I mean, that's not his fault. I'm not going to look, man. I don't bag on people for things they can control, right? If somebody's a fat ass like me, yeah, I'll bag on myself because I'm a fat ass. But I can't feel bad that my nose has this hump in the middle. It is what it is. I was born this way. I've got kind of a bridge. It is what it is, man. I'm not tripping. I'm not gonna make fun of something. I'm not gonna bag on something that somebody has no control over, right? So yeah, listen, man. He's ugly. Not his fault. Fresh Prince CEO, not the best looking guy in the world either, and really neither is Myron, right? But they mitigate these things by their success. It is what it is. Okay, so let me quit running off at the mouth. And so Pearl dropped a video a little while ago entitled "I Was Wrong About Fresh and Fit." And the interesting thing is, you and you guys all know look, there's no love lost between Myron and Pearl. That is not really well documented because Myron he never talks about this stuff, right? But this was almost, it wasn't like the Kevin Myron situation, at least not in that circumstance, but it's the same sort of situation, right? Two people that I'm very good friends with who don't like each other. This is life. You're going to have friends that don't like each other. It is what it is. Pearl, myself, and Myron, we are all grown and mature enough to understand that just because we are all grown and mature enough to understand that we are not going to like everyone that we likes. That's just how it goes. Myron never held it against me that I was still friends with Kevin Samuels, and I'd like to think I don't think Kevin held it against me that I was friends with Myron. He kept it, he always kept it professional and cordial with me. Even at the end when we had our falling out. We got into a shouting match, but that's what men do sometimes. That's just how it is. But like I said, Myron knows that I'm good friends with Pearl. Pearl knows that I'm good friends with Myron. And, I've talked to them both about, their situations. It is what it is. But one thing that Pearl has realized, you know, in her, you know, YouTube success is that she's going through some of the same things that the Fresh and Fit podcast, that the Fresh and Fit podcast went through. And so this has given her a little more dimension in the way of understanding what the way Myron responded, to the Abba and Preach hit piece, things of that nature. So, so she now clearly understands what they went through, and she detailed that quite nicely in the video that I broke down yesterday, that I reacted to yesterday. But today she goes a little further and actually says, "Hey, you know what? I was wrong about Fresh and Fit. So let's jump in and take a look. Listen."
What kind of person like makes hit pieces on their friends? Is that a masculine thing to do?
Bro,
like people can, you know, I didn't always like Fresh and Fit, to be honest.
You guys claim that. Don't send that on the guys. That's the femme guys.
No, at one
I'm assuming this is blessing. I think this is blessing. I think I can put a name to a face here.
point I didn't, but like you can say what you want about them, but they believe what they say, and they would never turn on their friends. It's actually amazing how loyal they are to their friends. Fresh and Fit.
I'm gonna call, man.
They are so loyal to their friends.
You know, I want.
And their friends are loyal to them. Their friends are loyal to them. Yesterday, I don't want to say I was critical of MTR for the way he handled the situation. Some people might criticize my commentary about what MTR said, what he did with Pearl and this and that and the third. Yeah, look, as far as MTR is virtue signaling, right? Like, clearly virtue signaling doesn't make him a bad guy. We're all guilty of virtue signaling to some degree at some point in our lives, right? It happens. I'm not, you know, that it is what it is. But when you make your living off virtue signaling like Abba and Preach, hey, look, do what you do. Just, you know, keep my name out your mouth, right? But yesterday I said, look, man, what MTR did to Pearl, I would never do to any of my friends. I didn't say that to make myself look better than MTR. Because, guys, if I'm being honest, man, one of the more prevalent reasons that I continue to do what I do, other than making a very good living and living a very good life, the reason I help men is because I think there's a part of me, and Kevin and I, we used to have these conversations. I remember he said to me, "Donovan, you help people out too much. You give too much of yourself." He says, "Look, man," he's like, "I know you made a lot of mistakes. You've done a lot of bad things, but you have paid back the universe for whatever wrongs you have done." And it really did strike a chord with me. That he recognized my motivations really before I did. But even though he recognized my motivations, that doesn't mean that I agree with his assessment. I still don't think I have done nearly enough to make up for my past wrongs. And like I said yesterday, look, man, I am the last guy to be sitting here, you know, looking down my nose at someone in my moral cathedral. Because I have done far worse things than MTR, than what MTR did to Pearl. MTR was wrong for what he did. I would not have done what he did, but I've done much worse than that. Trust me. And listen, man, my criminal record is, it's public knowledge, right? Everybody's aware of my criminal record. You guys know I got a bunch of felonies. I've been arrested a bunch of times, you know, dating all the way back to when I'm 19 years old for street racing. I mean, this is, you know, hey, listen, man, look, I turned out to be a bad kid. I was a bad apple. I made bad decisions. I paid my debt to society. It is what it is, right? But those are just the things that you guys know about. There are a lot of things that I've done that you don't know. And so I think what I'm trying to do really in sort of a funny, sad way is I'm really just trying to keep myself out of the seventh circle of hell. And I say that tongue in cheek, but I'm not being facetious, but I'm actually being serious, right? Like the things that I have done in my life, just, you know, I gotta deal with it. I gotta deal with it. And so maybe when the creator, whoever he or she is, looks down on what I did, maybe he or she sends me to maybe the second or third circle of hell instead of the seventh circle. I don't know. But I just want you guys to know right out the gate, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm this morally. No, man. Nope. I'm about as moral as the average person. My morals can sometimes change with the situation. But one thing that I absolutely positively will not do is I will never stab a friend in the back out of the blue. Never do it. I'm not going to do it. Now, if somebody talks shit about me, then yeah, I'm breaking out the guns. But I'm not going to attack somebody unprovoked. That's just not what I'm going to do. Oops. Sorry about that. Anyway. Come on now.
Do you know, I wonder if they...
Hugh Heisenberg, $2 super chat says, oh, her new talent, not blessing. Okay, appreciate that.
I wonder if these reviewers would be happy if you didn't do podcasting anymore.
Yeah, they would, because she'd be out of the way.
They would.
You reckon?
Yeah, no, I think they would. I think they're
They would. Of course they want to see her gone.
waiting for
Because she's
us
kicking
to
everybody's
fail.
ass.
That's what they want. That's what they want. Like, that's why every time our views are lower, they're like, oh, look, she's falling off. Or every time, like, that's why do you think these, these
You know, it's funny. I love it when people accuse people, oh, his views are down. That's why he's doing X, Y, and Z. Yes, it is. The only reason why Donovan is talking about Pearl is because he wants subscribers and he wants views. Yes. Yes, I do. My channel right now is in a flux of stagnation. And when you're in a flux of stagnation, you do what you have to do. It's funny when people actually make fun of you for doing the right thing to get out of a rut. Oh, he's talking about X, Y, and Z. His views must be low. Yeah. I want views. I want subscribers. Views and subscribers means more money, more influence, more things. Let's just keep it real. That's a big reason here.
Action channels were offering my entire staff jobs.
What?
Which none of them took, but did they report on that? No.
Look at that. So the reaction channels actually offered her staff jobs. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously? And they didn't offer her staff jobs to try to do right by her staff. No, they tried to offer her staff jobs to cut her legs out from under her. Diabolical. But not against the law. Look, man, one of my best friends is a headhunter. It is what it is.
And why is it? Is it because they want me to succeed? No, they want me to fail, and they're bullies. All of them are bullies.
I don't think your views go... Listen, YouTube for me is this. Like, a successful channel goes like this.
Very true.
Stocks,
Actually, a successful channel goes like this. It's up and down, but it's on an upward trajectory.
There's a downswing and upswing.
Right.
Higher highs and
lower lows.
Higher lows.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right. Well.
It goes up and down like this. If you have a channel like Certain Man, it goes like that.
Right. Right.
Get me? Lower highs.
Yeah. Guys, listen. No channel just continues to just get subscribers. That's just not the way it works. Dude, even Kevin's channel had periods. It happens. Oh, oops.
And lower lows. We're doing higher highs.
I like this guy, whoever he is.
Every single YouTube channel, no channel goes like that, and keep going like that. No, even Mr. Beast goes like that, goes like that.
There you go.
Goes like that.
See,
that's how it works.
Well, it's the long game.
Yes.
And that's what I see. I see the long game. And that's what a lot of people think, that like throwing people under the bus in the short game is good. When in the long game, it screws you up because nobody in the industry wants to work with you, and we see your true character.
Oh, wow.
We see your character.
Oh my goodness, holy cannoli. Well, that's exactly what's happened to Tony. Tony threw me under the bus in an attempt to get the CME shut down. Clearly it didn't work. He tried to extort me for $10,000. Probably had DDJ write this letter from this lawyer, right? Got this letter, it sent me this fake letter, this fake demands. I'm still waiting on the lawsuit. It's never come. It's about 2.5 years overdue. But nobody wants to work with Tony anymore because he literally burns bridges with everybody. This dude destroyed his own business, and that's exactly what they're talking about.
And
you burn enough bridges, there will be none to cross.
That's all right. Ken Rose with the $5 super chat. Ken, I wish you would say something, man. I wish you would say something. You support quite a bit. Craig Cantor with the $10 super chat says, I don't like how Jay Waller and Rollo went on the Whatever podcast. Dude jacked word for word Myron's format, questions, and soundboard. Why reward this thievery seems disloyal. Craig, what the Whatever podcast has done is not thievery. Okay, what the Just Pearly Things podcast is doing is not thievery. Craig, nobody owns a style, right? Nobody owns a format. You can't copyright. I mean, you can't copyright a format. And I'll go all the way back just with your, whatever, Dude Jack Myron's format, questions and soundboard, word for word. Guess what, man? Guess what? This is the economy. If there is a successful business model, other people are going to try to duplicate it. The medical show ER spawned off dozens of medical shows, right? Chicago, Dr. House was a great show. Chicago Med. Like, there are dozens of medical shows. But do you hear NBC bitching and moaning about, oh my God, ABC and Fox, they jacked our style? No. Myron and Fresh don't own a style. Nobody stole anything from them. The Whatever podcast is, they saw what Myron and Fresh were doing was successful. Successful people do what other people do. NCIS, right. Same with cop shows. There was NYPD Blue, and now, there are more cop shows than we can shake a stick at. Yes, Devin in the chat says every dating show. Exactly. It was The Bachelor, and now, Jesus, dude, I've made a career out of reacting to dozens of dating shows, one of which I will be reacting to directly after this podcast before I go bowling. Or before we go bowling. So listen, due respect, Craig, I vehemently but respectfully disagree. Nobody owns a style. I'm not rewarding any thievery. Nobody, and here's another thing. Myron would be the first to tell you that he got the majority of his talking points from guys like myself, guys like Rollo. And I got the majority of my talking points from guys like Rollo, AMS, Roosh, etc. There's nothing new under the sun, Craig. It's always been that way. And just because someone duplicates something that someone else did doesn't mean they've stolen anything. Dude, I use the Don DeMarco key. Does that make me a thief? No. Myron and Fresh. And guess what? You know who had Don DeMarco key before Myron and Fresh? Solo TV 84. But Solo TV 84 is not bitching and complaining about Myron jacking his style. Well, that's my soundboard. Nobody owns a style. Nobody owns talking points. Nobody owns any of that stuff. People, companies, businesses, cultures, countries, continents have duplicated successful plans for millennia. What the Whatever podcast is doing is perfectly fine. And look, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. It is what it is.
And it's like, do masculine men make hit pieces on their friends?
Nope.
Is that like
Hell
something?
to the no.
And that's the thing. It's
He
like
said
all
hell
these
to the no.
gossip channels. They're so feminine.
Bro, I'm telling
It's
you.
like
Yeah,
they're
right.
so feminine.
Yeah, man.
Look, the gossip channels, look, man, I'm not into talking about Blueface and I don't get all into the rumor stuff, right? I don't get all into the rumor stuff. This is one of the many crippling elements of the black community that the black community really doesn't realize. The black community thrives on tea and gossip and infighting and drama, right? It's mindless. It's really mindless entertainment. It's like white bread. It's empty calories. It takes up your time, but it doesn't really affect your life one way or the other. Who cares who Krishan Rock is fucking? Doesn't affect your life one way or the other, right? And dude, the same could be said about sports. That's why I don't trip, man. I love sports, but hey, man, the Eagles lost the Super Bowl. I wasn't crushed. I was disappointed. You want to know what I did? As soon as Harrison Butker kicked the game-winning field goal, shrugged my shoulders, turned off the TV, and went up to bed. Right? I don't live and die by this stuff. And men should act the same way. But listen, man, there's E, right? There's B. Listen, if that's your thing, more power to you. Just understand that people who want to improve themselves, high-level people, Henry's high earner, not rich yet, we don't have time to sit around and listen to gossip and do research on tea. That's just not what we do. It is what it is. Oops.
Did you hear big man talking about next big man? Come on, bro. Who does that, bro?
This dude looks like he's ready to throw some hands. He's like, what's up?
Real
What's
men,
up?
we saw it out in the cigar room.
Dude.
We're chilling in the back. No one hears about it. We don't even know that there's disagreements.
Dude, listen, man. Men settle things. We settle things in the cigar bar. We settle things at the bar. We settle things in the ring. We settle things throwing hands. Look, man, this is how we settle things. But when you circumvent and just go and talk shit on the internet about your friend without having a conversation with said friend, were you really that person's friend in the first place?
Come, boom. This is how we in front. We united front. In the back, we could argue. However,
Thank you.
We don't know about it. That's
Wow.
how real men do it.
Real fucking shit. I don't know who this dude is. But that was some real shit. I said exactly the same thing a few months ago when people wanted me to hold Myron accountable for allowing DJ Academics to ruin the show. Look, man, Myron and I, we hold each other accountable behind the scenes. I'm not about to come onto a live stream and say, Myron, you should have done XYZ. Just to get people to, yeah, good for Donovan. He's a real man. He held his friends accountable. Fuck you. Fuck you with the sickest one. Fuck you. You just want drama. You don't give a fuck about accountability. You just want to see friends going against each other. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that in public. And listen, Jude, guys, I've known Myron for years. We have had many, many, many disagreements. We have had shouting matches. We have gotten angry at each other. But guess what? After the shouting match, after the anger, everything cools down and we're still cool. Dude, Myron and I love each other. Dude, Myron and I don't love each other any less. Myron and I don't love each other any less after a fight because we're friends. We're true friends. We're comrades. Same with me and MLD, man. You know? That's how this stuff gets done. You don't air out your dirty laundry. That's what niggas do. Niggas want people held accountable in the public square. Nope, sorry, not doing it. Not doing it.
That's how real women do it.
And I actually changed my mind on the whole Abba and Preach thing. I was team Abba and Preach.
What?
I was in the beginning of
Get the
Fresh
fuck
and
out of
Fit
here.
drama. I was, but I didn't realize how they took Myron out of context.
Oh yeah.
And they painted him as they basically Me Too'd Myron by painting him as like some Harvey Weinstein type shit by not putting those texts in
Oh yeah, those e-parists.
context. It was actually disgusting.
I'll tell you what happened. A comedian was shitted on comedically and they couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. They couldn't take man talking about his fat wife. They couldn't take it.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
But they started it. That's the
They
other
did.
thing.
Yes, there you go. They started it. See, remember, Preach went on Saucecast and said, well, they went personal first. No, they didn't, you fat fuck with your fat fucking wife. No, you guys went personal first. And everybody knows it. But most people pretended to think that was not just another response video. That was disrespectful disagreement. You insulted their character. You insulted their character. You insulted their morals. You can be critical of them if you want to. But dude, putting a cap on Fresh's head and laughing about this and that and the third, nah, that was some bullshit. Preach. Look, man, you can't get mad about somebody talking about your fat wife. Get her a fucking gym membership. Get her a gym membership, nigga. Real shit. Like, dude, get her a lap band. Dude, I don't know, man. Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, something, bruh. Like, the bitch, like, hold up, man. Like, the bitch is, look, listen, man. If you're carrying a little extra weight, I'm still not gonna fuck with you, but goddamn. Preach. Like, what are we doing? Hold up. Preach. Abba and Preach wife. And it's funny. There were people in the comments. Heather was telling me that there were people in the comments. That's not really his wife. Nigga. No, sorry. No. Preach actually said, they insulted my wife. They insulted where I came from. I'll take one bitch, and then I'll take the other. Dumbass nigga. So this is Preach's wife right here. That's who she is. That's who Preach's wife is. Okay? This is who Preach's wife is. All right? She's fucking huge, guys. She is fucking huge. There is no doubt about it. I don't give a fuck. And I will bag on this till the cows come home, because like Myron always says, you control every morsel of food you put into your body. There is positively no excuse for a man to be married to a woman who looks like that. I do not care. I cannot respect a man who commits to that, who stays committed to that. That is absolutely ridiculous, and that shows me that you are a weak individual. Not a weak man, you're a weak individual. Because you will not put your wife's feet to the fire and uphold whatever physical standards you have. This is absolutely crazy. How the hell can anyone be proud to call something like this his wife? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I would absolutely fucking tell that son of a bitch that his wife is fat to his fucking face. I like the motherfucker who said, well, you wouldn't say that to O'Shea's face. Oh my God. He totally diverted the show. Completely diverted the show. Let's continue.
Can I say overweight?
What?
I need to find a cute way of saying fat.
Whales.
Huge.
That's not cute.
Okay.
Portly. Rotund.
Disrespect them. I just want to be like fluffy about it. What's
Fluffy
nice
is-
and fat?
There's no, look, I got news for you. There's no nice way to call somebody fat. It is what it is.
Chunky.
Healthy.
That's a little over.
Yo, you guys remember back in the day where they used to call fat kids healthy? Yeah, he's a healthy one.
Chunky.
Giving
Edison out.
they match her again. One, giving negative energy in life is a colossal waste of time. Learn eventually.
I don't want to smoke. I'm not coming for no one that's not in no YouTube space. That's your boo. That's you. I am not coming for you. Whoever, you know what I'm saying? People love who they love, bro. I'm not.
Look, I can respect, I guess it's Amiri. I can respect Amiri for saying you love who you love. That's fine. But I'm coming for Preach. I'm coming for Preach and his fat wife. Fuck it. If you don't want people making fun of your fat wife, get your fucking wife on a goddamn treadmill, fam. Or here's a thought: don't marry a whale.
On that. That's the only thing. I wish Myron never went down that road.
Yeah, but he did.
I'm not on ad hominems. I'll come for your belly button.
And honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta give Fresh and Fit credit. You know, I think they offer, you know, and this is me even conceding, like they offer more value than anyone in the space.
Say
We've had
what?
more men's improvement guys on. I can't teach men game. I
Nope.
don't know how to pick up women. I've never done it.
Oh my God! How about that self-awareness from just Pearly Things? She says, "I can't teach men games. I've never done it." It's so funny. Her critics always say, "Oh, she tries to give advice." Dude, Pearl does not give advice. Pearl gives her opinions. Pearl has discussions. People all the time talking about you shouldn't take advice from a single woman. Pearl's not giving advice. Pearl's not giving advice. She's giving her opinions. She's giving suggestions.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, so they're out here giving solutions and making
Thank
the
you.
world a better place.
There you go.
And what do these reaction channels stand for that have been shitting on them the past year and a half?
Guys, I've been saying this for years. There's nothing wrong with reaction channels like this. There's nothing wrong with losers who talk shit about men they know are better than they are. Nothing wrong with that, right? Because listen, losers attract losers, and we know that there are far more losers than winners. This is why guys like Destiny, Turd Flinging Monkey, whatever gamer, they're always going to have a much bigger following than guys like us. Because guys like us, we put your feet to the fire. We say, listen, man, if you're playing video games, you're a fucking loser. I don't give a fuck what you say. Fuck out of here. Fuck what you heard, man. Nah, most men ain't trying to hear that. Most men just want to hear, most men these days, unfortunately, they want to hear, pretty lies. They don't want to hear uncomfortable truths.
Like, I guarantee Fresh and Fit have saved literal lives.
Yep.
Bro, Fresh and Fit blew Abba and Preach. Fresh and Fit blew Kevin Samuel. Fresh and Fit blew Andrew Tate. Fresh and Fit blew Jay Waller. Fresh and Fit, men after men after men after men. Tommy Sotomayor's career revived on Fresh and Fit. I'm telling you, the people that come inside of Fresh and Fit and have these amount of people that's watching them live, the real guys that sit down every day and watch this stuff is clocking on.
Yeah.
You take whatever you want to take from there, They talk about finances, health, fitness, whatever your Fed 11, whatever you want to get from those two guys, you get it from over there.
And I can even say that I used to have a different perspective on them. Like, I really didn't like them at first, but I can genuinely look back and say I was wrong and triggered.
There it is. I can genuinely look back and say I was wrong and triggered. Gentlemen, this is why Pearl is where she is. She's accountable. She's self-aware. She admits her mistake. She's like, hey, look, I was triggered. I overreacted. I shouldn't have did. Dude, she told me this a year ago. She's like, look, the video I dropped on Myron, probably not the best. Well, I'll never go on Fresh and Fit again. She took it down.
Back then, to be honest. And it's like, you don't see all the good that they're doing. But it's like, all Abba and Preach has done for years is like, hit piece. It's like they just sit on the lives waiting to take something out of context.
And again, losers. See, and again, there are certain content creators who make content strictly for trolls, right? They make, and guys, we know that there are more trolls than supporters on the internet, especially with the, behind the cloak of anonymity, right? Tony Johnson, he's not in the manosphere. He's just a troll. Like he's a giant troll. He's a troll with a following, and a failing convention, a bastard child, and a whore of a baby mama / groupie. This is how it works, guys.
Sour, man. Subscribers, I think we're giving. Wait, listen. I'm talking way.
Sorry, way too much.
You don't forget why you don't hear something. Listen, 5:38, fam.
I don't know what that is.
I think that Kevin Samuels also brought a lot of value to the space. I think they were both.
100,000,000%.
I think they were both great in just like different ways.
They're all great.
Yeah.
Even Destiny. Destiny's great.
Oh boy.
Doing what he's doing, he's great. These men are all great.
This is where me and Amiri are going to diverge. Destiny is not a great man. His followers are losers. Look, check this out, man. Just because you have a lot of money does not mean you're high value. I've said this many, many times. My definition of high value is men who bring value to other men. Because if you bring value to other men, you are by definition bringing value to more value to women. Because the more men improve, the better things are for men and women. Right? I mean, that's kind of how that works.
I don't shit on these guys, but if they come for me or come for you, I'm going for them, bruv.
Real talk.
And like, who are
I'm not Mr. Nice
who
Guy,
are
man.
who are the real grifters? The people that don't stand for anything or believe anything, or the critics? Like, the critics are the real grifters on YouTube, because they follow where the trends are, where the people doing genuine conversation.
Guys, there's no such thing as a grifter on YouTube. Pearl is misusing the word. Rollo misuses the word. Everybody misuses the word grifter. Okay, so let's look up the definition of the word grifter. Grifter definition. I don't know who the hell came up with this whole grifter definition, but grifter, a person who engages in petty or small-scale swindling. I saw him as a grifter who preys upon people. Small-scale swindling. Small-scale swindling. That's it. They're basically, a grifter's a thief. No, you can call them inconsistent, but no. Well, they're going to grift to this topic and grift to that. No. These people, grifter. You ignorant people. Ignorant. They have no idea what the fuck the word grifter means. It's just a. Oop. Let's continue.
And pushing the conversation forward. It's like they're the ones creating the content that everyone's reacting to.
Listen, Paul, this is how I see it. Yeah, they say you stole this, that format from this one, that or whatever from this. But what I've seen,
here we go. Now they're going to address the you stole blah 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 blah. Right? Are you listening, Craig?
is that you've used to your tools what everyone has always done on YouTube, yeah, and you've done it better than them.
That's right.
And not only
That's
that,
it.
people, like, if you check the timeline correctly, you will see that they took it from you, not you took it from them. They took it from you. Don't try it, bro. I've watched, bro. Sat down and watched you cats, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Do you know how much YouTube channels cat what we do, bro?
Everybody copies everybody. There's nothing new under the sun.
I'm not hating on them, cause power to whoever wants to be a content creator out in this space is difficult, but if you work hard, you get it, bro. There's enough pies for everybody.
That's right. All right, very good. So listen, man. Shout out to Pearl for doing the mature thing. She's like, hey, man, I was wrong and I was triggered. Shouldn't have done it. Shout out to her. Pug Dad with the Pug Dad. I haven't seen you in a while with the $5 super chat. Says the more people that use the same format as Fresh and Fit brings more recognition to the space and awareness to female behavior and will red pill men quicker. That I agree with. King Life member for 34 months says haters will hate even when you've proven you're better. Exactly. Listen, man, it's so funny. Haters like to pretend that they were on board with your message before you said or did XYZ, but because of it, no, you were never on board. You were just waiting for a reason to tell everyone why you don't like me. Look, man, you don't have to like me. It is what it is. But just say that. Be like, you know what? I just don't like Donovan. You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain anything to me. I don't give a fuck why you don't like me. If you don't like me, I don't like you. Fuck you. Right? Sometimes I just don't like motherfuckers. I mean, like, I could sit here and say, look, man, I don't like O'Shea because I just don't like his ugly ass. I don't have to explain nothing to nobody. Right? I don't have to explain nothing to nobody. Like, fuck it. I can say I don't like Tony Johnson because he has terrible, other than all of the whole hit piece things, very few people realize this. Tony Johnson has really bad breath. Like, oh my God. Like, it is, that's one of the things I forgot about him. That's one of the things I forgot about Tony. Is that dude's breath is we all, listen, man, we all have been around people who have not just, like, listen, everybody has bad breath every once in a while, right? We all do. Morning breath, whatever, you eat tacos, whatever, right? But we've all known that one person who has bad breath all the time. And you can smell it. Dude, they could be like 2 feet away from you. You can still smell it. Look, and I can bag on that because Tony has control over that. Tony is short. Not going to make fun that he's short. Can't help that. But Tony, pick up a goddamn toothbrush, fam. Like, you're killing us. Sam R. with the $5 super chat says, Mr. Sharpe, I'm back and the mission remains the same. Don't let these motherfuckers off the hook. On God, real shit. Red Genome, welcome to Chat Privileges. Welcome back to Chat Privileges. Welcome back, Red Genome. It's been a while. At Red Genome to welcome him to the TSR family. Red Genome, if you would, put your age and location in the chat, and as is customary here on TSR Live, put your age and location in the chat. You never know, you might see that someone lives not too far away from you. Ah, yeah, King Life says tongue scrapers too. You know what's interesting? I haven't used a tongue scraper in a while. Maybe I need to start implementing that as well. Yes, halitosis. Yes, yes, right. Dude, that dude's got hella fucking tosis. Oh my God. Jesus. Holy smokes. All right, so what's going to happen now is I'm going to shrink the audience. I'm going to shrink the audience to Sharpe stream only. I'm going to start my breakdown of season 13 of Married at First Sight. I broke down seasons 1 and 2, and I'm just going to skip all the way to season 13. because wait a minute. All right, never mind. So I'll skip all the way to season 13. There's no need to get all that in between. Want to stay as current as possible. So I used to actually have a screen for this, but I don't know where it's at. Well, either way. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys over on Sharpe Stream. Take care.